Hey y'all, hey. It's Little Red. Mother of Dragons. I've missed you so much. Hey everybody. I see Catherine with the C. Hey girl, hey. I would like to shout out someone that's um I'm not gonna call her a bulldog because hold on a second, I gotta do something. My cords is my cords is all. Can y'all hear me? I'm muted. Is it Rosalina or Rosina? Let me tell you something. This girl goes hard and she goes 100. Rosina Colombini. Um, she had all of my back, just like many of you do. Ashley or Ashkey also has recently. Dove Kitty, a bunch of people here. Hoot 3, don't think I didn't see you. Hey Claire, y'all are awesome. Hey Krista. I think it's great that it's 12:20 a.m. where I live. I just got home from work. I mean, I've been home 30 minutes, but I had to fix some settings. Todd messed up. All right. I gotta turn my volume down. It's probably my OBS. It's cool that there's people here even though it's this late. I know everybody doesn't live where I live, but damn, that's gotta be my fault. Say something, chat. Yeah, yeah. Somebody. Hello. That's. Can y'all hear me okay in the chat? Todd put this audio mixer thing on my phone, but my ears is killing my ears. I can't. I don't know what's going on. Is there a volume in the meat? Can y'all hear me now? Okay. Cool. Okay. As long as y'all can hear me, I'm good with that. Alright. Did y'all like the little piggies? The little piggies? On the screenscape? Hey Lisa. She took a nap. How'd you know I was coming? What if I'd have come home? Hey Doobie Pink Floyd, what if I'd have come home and went to sleep? Um, I got called a filthy pig today. What's the line in that movie? Say it, Dottie. I know you can say it. Say it. Yo, it's filthy animals on. Honey, I yeah, Home Alone. Oh, that's me. I guess I did something. Oh, I can turn my headphones down. No, I can't. Yeah, I can. That's why he's got me on my headphones. I've got them turned up too loud. It's not y'all. It's me. No. Yeah, I got it. I figured it out. Can you? Can they? Maybe it's something I did. I haven't changed anything. They can't hear you at all. Um. You can't hear it all. Hold up. Oh wait. Now try. It's gonna. Well, it's gonna take a second because there's a delay. No, they said they can't, but I just changed something. Could they hear you at all at the beginning? Damn, Todd. Damn it all. Wait, have I got it muted? Nope. Let me just do this. Alright. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Now there's an echo. Now can you hear me, everyone? In the chat? Dottie is muted right now, but can the chat hear me now? Okay, now you talk, chat. Now I can't hear Dottie. Have I got myself muted? I'm gonna kill Todd. Todd did this. The jackass, man. Hold on, I gotta fix it back. Now I can hear you. Oh well, I'm working on it. He's done something to my shit. Why would they not be able to hear you? I told him not to touch my shit. Yes, I've tried it. Yeah. Whoa. Now it's. Hold on. He fixed it. He had to add that banana thing. Now I'm echoing. Send Joey's in the chat. Send him the new thing because he wasn't here when we got dropped. What a oof, Todd. Hardware input. I can't believe no one can hear you. That's crazy. Oh, I see it up here in the desktop audio, but that's weird. No, I'm muted. No, I'm not. No, I'm muted. No, I'm not. Joey, you got the link. I don't know what day. Out to call. Wake his ass up. Let me see if I turn, because if I turn my mute off on my speakers, y'all speak now. Can y'all hear now? Y'all can't hear that? Okay, let me, yes, because I've not got my, real tech speakers on mute. Wait, what? I'm echoing now? Am I echo? Yeah.
Look, Joey, that was the
Okay.
question.
You were echoing only for a second.
Now can y'all hear them? Because I just changed it.
Can you hear me?
No echo. I'm tired.
No echo.
Nope.
Dottie, can
Yeah,
you hear me?
I fixed it.
Now you can't shut me up. Look out, everybody.
Nah. Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay, shut
Yes, yes. Sorry, guys.
Woo! And we didn't even need to
It's
call Wake Todd up or ask Joey.
hashtag Todd's fault.
Okay, my turn. I don't know why y'all would want to hear my big mouth, but can you hear?
Oh, because we can.
Say, did y'all hear me get called a filthy pig today on Twitter? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I posted because I talked to Steve last night. Joey, you're making me echo. I talked to Steve last night on the phone, and I sent him a screenshot. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I tweeted it out. It was disgusting. It was his profile picture of him and his daughter. And someone said something about my voice. Someone basically said I didn't have a voice and blah, blah, blah until... they said Steve raped his daughter. And they wrote it like she said he raped her. This is a 14, 15-year-old girl. How dare them? And when I sent him the message and then I called him on the phone, I expected him to be irate. He was very calm and he said, it doesn't surprise me at all, Little Red. We've been dealing with these people for years now. This is just who they are. I could hear the hurt in his voice. That's my friend. I don't care. He was hurt. He had to talk to his ex-wife about it today. She said absolutely it's okay to let it be known this is bullshit. Um, so I posted it, and so did Red's Rhetoric, and I don't know who else, except I actually blurred out the child's face. Um, and I said, if this is okay, is Unirock going to speak out against this? Because this is no doubt some of his people. Catherine with a C for $5. You are getting so good in the technical stuff. Love you, girl. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Thank you. Right. What's wrong with people who, he, I could hear the hurt in his voice. Hey, Nakon Yamaguchi.
And then
He said
Uni had
tweet
the
it out.
nerve.
I tweeted it out and I said I don't want to say what I want to read exactly what I said to y'all, so I don't get it wrong. I tweeted it with the face blurred. I said, oh, because I had unirock. I'll read what it said. It said, not even Steve's daughter was safe when she dared to share her horror story about her father. And then over the picture it says, my dad R-worded me when I was a teenager. He made all his friends watch. I'll be telling my story. Steve is a R. And they tagged Steve, they tagged Shesh, and they tagged Unirock. So I blurred her face out and said, Unirock TV, you support this type of nasty behavior? Seriously, no doubt which side this came from. Retweet and share, share, share. This is what is considered okay to accuse and post about a child. And I sent the middle finger. And then I tweeted again and said, tweet and retweet. This is not okay. Photo redacted by me, not the low-life POS original poster. Unirock, you really have an upstanding group of people around you. Not. These fools came at me like I did something to Steve. And people were saying, my friend Maya, I think we need to stop watching watching Uni and giving him attention because that's all he wants. Then the crazies. What is that noise? It's like an echo ding. Then the crazies came out. Stina, but not my Stina that's in here. Another Stina.
Stina with two E's.
Miss Stina from Unirocks. And they're saying stuff like, are are you sure about whose side this came from? This is Donna McDaniel. Isn't that the Katie Bulldog? It looks like someone is clearly setting it up to look like Unirock, and we all know he would never do this or support anyone doing this. You should really take time to listen and learn about Uni. Steve thought he was amazing.
I just wanted to clarify the
Thomas,
one thing was that you read in the beginning wasn't written by. It was written by some, Steve Boomer. I think was Steve Boomer
who said it was
57.
written by
You,
Steve? I
no,
said,
no, no. When you read the first thing, it was kind of like it sounded a little bit like you said that Jason had written that,
no,
and he didn't write that part. Yeah,
Jason didn't write
I just
any
wanted
of
to
it.
clarify that.
It
That
came
we
Yep.
from a
know
sock
of.
account.
Well,
It
I
came from
think
a
he did
sock
it
account.
myself personally.
I'm just. Then someone else from that camp, since that's our word, proof Uniro supported or endorsed this anyway. Besides, we think so. Of course, it's cool. I'll wait. Signs, bated breath. Menace said that they all jumped out of Discord and ran, and we all literally got off our asses in Discord to jump on Twitter and report this account when the tweet came out. So no, he doesn't support this. Not even sure where you get your information. I said it was just a question, and if it was reported by y'all, that's great. I was going on, he has already accused Steve of the shooting incident. I didn't accuse, I just asked. And you may not actually know, but that hate train was going hard yesterday on Scope. Children should be off limits. Busy's beer funds got involved. And then why do you support Steve and everyone else that docks Katie and her son, and you still support people bashing Katie's son? And the GoFundMe that money raising to save her son's life. Why is it okay you don't go get you a pineapple? No, no, no.
You
Then
see how it
Stina,
was just like one of
I'm reading. Then
just
Stina
like one
said,
of
couldn't have
I'm
said
sorry.
it better. I'm sorry. I'll lose track because I'm scrolling. I'm mad. Couldn't have said it better. I suppose they have selective outrage about who it's okay to harass and who not to harass. I said I do not support anyone doxing or bashing her son. I do not support anyone doxing anyone. This actually has nothing to do with KJ, but deflection instead of just one person agreeing this is disgusting behavior. Also, I don't know what you're talking about, a GoFundMe to save her son, unless it's the one she had up for years. But since you mentioned her and bashing children, that's what she's done daily for months to Danielle and Sophie. She calls every GoFundMe a fraud. Seriously, change the subject instead of simply saying the tweet was nasty and vile figures. So then they move along. Stina says, move along, trash. Golden Unicorn told her to F off pretty much. Busy's Beer Fund said, I'm the only one supporting this. You are, then Stina said, you are tweeting like you are unhinged. Come from a Coming from a woman whose whole YouTube existence is based off harassing another woman. Shut up and have a seat. Stop the fake outrage and fake accusations. This is not fake outrage. Everyone should be outraged, as someone said that about anyone. Whether you like Steve or not, that's disgusting. So then
Right.
they're coming at me because it's disgusting to make that claim. Only thing I can, where's it at? I'm not going to read all of them. I am by no means a Steve supporter. This is somebody named Steph Diaz. But I actually would be shocked that he condones this SHIT behavior being shared for more than, for one more second. Your narrative is pretty freaking loud and disgusting, obviously, at the moment. So they thought I shared it and he didn't know it. When really he told me to share it. So suck it. Let me read. I said he did a video today. Go watch it. He fully supports this post. Then, of course, Gumby Joy or Keon or Durock said, care to explain how he supports the Silver Boomer account that none of us follow and support? Shut up, Keon. And then Golden Unicorn told her to go F off. Then she said we were disgusting, filthy pigs. Y'all can go find the tweet.
And
It's on my Twitter. You can go to my tweets and retweets. It's there. Steve told me to tell him to piss off, all of them, because he actually posted it on his Facebook. So he's just not tweeting right now until Saturday.
that's why we
You
have three
covered
little
you covered
piggies
it
up
on
there.
Caffeine Corner too. You did a
So
Caffeine Corner today.
they thought they were gonna be like, "Oh, she's tweeting something to her." At first, they were taking up for Steve, like they never said it was nasty, but I can't believe for a second he would be okay with you posting that, and then as soon as they find out, then he's an oh, I didn't read that one. I don't even know where that one's at. He's a nasty scuzzball. Oh, what did she say?
I just wanted to point out that they didn't. You know, notice how it was like a KJ apology. It wasn't just like we're appalled by this. It's appalled by this, but Steve. Like so they got to get their dig in on Steve instead of just calling it out.
Here's the problem I have with it. The fact that Uni will sit and say, well, Steve's accusing me of it like I'm the mastermind. But meanwhile, Uni can do the same thing, say the same things about Steve, saying he's the mastermind. But it doesn't fit his narrative when it applies to, I'm just so sick of him. Ugh. I think we should do a boycott Uni thing. Just maybe if no one talks about him, he'll fade away.
Well, I called Steve and talked to him, and I'm not going to engage these people. Like, I'm not going to, like, if they post something, because I would go to Jason's Twitter and talk to. I'm not going to do. I'm just going to ignore them. I'm going to do what Steve does. They don't exist to me anymore. If we cover them here,
Here's what
that's
she
something
said.
different.
I said, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Um, I said I had to tell Steve, my friend, about this filth on the phone last night, and shame on whoever put this crap out. Steve says for you all to piss off. He wants everyone to see the nasty lies, character assassinations. It's on his Facebook as well. Thanks for all the concern for him, though, all of a sudden. And Stina said Steve should piss off. Unfit parents, non-child support paying ass, pandering and pimping himself out for Patreons, using his minor child to do it, you filthy pigs. You know what, Stina? You're a unirock fan. That's all I gotta say. That's
She
all I
can
gotta
kiss my
say.
butt.
You're a Uni and Katie stan, so that's all I gotta say. You're the biggest
Kiss
joke on the
my-
internet.
She can kiss my filthy piggy butt. How's that?
I will say that I couldn't really watch it because they were also, I think, kind of using it as an attack, but exiled, and somebody else did like a video, kind of condemning it, but they still had to get their digs in at the same time. It wasn't just like we condemn this, they did it in live stream today, and
Right, and
like I said, the chat was
the
disgusting. You should have
nastiest
seen what the
thing
chat
ever
looked like.
was, the nastiest thing ever was, right under that tweet by Silver McBoomer 1, I believe was the name, and it has 0 followers and 0 following, and I think it was made in April. It's definitely someone from their team. The next tweet under it was from Nate Brody. And this supposed to be great lawyer and blah, blah, blah. I mean, no one said anything about how nasty that tweet was until me and Rez Rhetoric and Steve's friends did. Like, if I saw something like that about Katie, I would.
Hey,
So that's
Bindi
disgusting.
Baby's in the chat. Bindi, are you
Oh
okay?
my gosh. How are you doing, Bendy? You're my hero.
I hope you're able.
I would like to say that what you did was brave.
It's exactly. It takes a lot to do what you did, and I hope that you got the help you needed.
Yeah, giving her virtual hugs here, reaching my arms out and hugging the air, but that's my virtual hug.
We
I
were
hope you're doing
trying.
better.
I know Chastity was trying to find you. We don't know your social media, but we were worried about you. Hoot 3 said, some people don't like Steve and they can't even tell you why. You're exactly right. They just hear they're not supposed to. That's hard on temperatures fluctuate away. I'm reading the chat. I was reading my tweets. I can't do both. So I got behind. People are who 3 said what's wrong with people? They're disgusting. Some people are disgusting. And I know I used to do worse stuff than I do now, and I know I'm not perfect, and I do bad stuff now sometimes, and I apologize. I try to apologize, but accusing somebody of being a pedo or incest or hurting their child is disgusting. And I'm so sick of their comeback being, well, you attack Katie, or you attack her son. I've never attacked that woman's son, ever. Ever.
Well, the other thing they got to keep bringing up is Earl David Warren. The guy he interviewed.
Because he interviewed him. It wasn't his buddy.
Yeah.
It's not his friend. He's somebody he interviewed. Big deal.
The other
I'm
thing they
sure
said is,
he
I don't know
had
if
to
you
do it
mentioned
again.
it, they said that Steve made his friends watch as he did it too, which was just disgusting.
Well, they can all, this is why. This is why I'm here. Because people with, morals or whatever, you're disgusting. You don't call me a filthy pig. Pigs are cute. I like pigs. You're scum of the earth. That's scum of the earth. Someone that would say that about someone. That's not true. Whoa, Hippie Chick said, whoa, super chat, so cool, congrats, thank you. You haven't been here since? Last night was the first night that showed up. But thank you. You just said, so y'all.
Did you catch both of your super chats that came through?
Did I read both of them? I read Catherine with
Catherine
C.
with a C? Okay.
Yeah, I need to switch my. Was there 2? Oh,
I saw one for 99 cents earlier, I think.
Oh, It did, oh, a rose, a super sticker. Thank you, Doobie Pink
Okay.
Floyd, for the rose. I love roses.
You need to get a widget installed where it just kind of pops up and
Well,
alerts you that you got a
I can
super
set my
chat.
YouTube studio to viewer activity instead of stream settings, so then it shows me better. Like usually it's on analytics. It shows me there's actually 71 people in here right now, and that's a lot for this late night. And I mean, like, could we go up on over and like it
Hit the thumbs up button.
or down? Stina, Stina. There's two Stinas. There's a good and there's a Stina. Stina Marie's our Stina. She's a good Stina. And then there's that other one. It's just so weird. They were like coming at me for posting it. Like it, those two accounts, Stina and there was another one that were like, yeah, that is filthy for anyone to say, but how dare you blame us? And you should be ashamed of yourself for posting it, basically. And when I called him, or I texted him because I was at work, I couldn't call him, and he said, tell him to piss off. I can't tweet right now, but I know exactly you've got my full support, and I want people to know what a piece of shat someone is. And as soon as I said that, oh, then Steve's a child support ducking, piece of shat. I'm sorry, who are you over there following that's playing video? Net, shut up, Little Red. I heard him though in his tonight. I tried to listen. I just can't. I can't listen to him. But I heard him say something about taking care of the kids. When he's talking about taking care of the kids, he's talking about his girlfriend's kids, right? Not his.
Or he moved him back and went mommy who has custody of his kids and he's watching his own children maybe. You never know.
Then he said, oh, it's the end of the month, so let me say it before so Unirach don't kill me. And then he gave his PayPal information like she makes him do it.
He said he was too sick, I think, last night to stream. I think that's what he said
Then he
last
said
night.
his channel's doing great, that his viewers are way up, his sub count's just growing out of the roof because he's editing some really good videos. So he's just because he's not been live doesn't mean he's not working, and that he's putting out some great content, and that his views and stuff is through the roof. And I'm like, did he start
It's
a
not
new
what his
channel?
social blade
Did he
said.
start a new channel? Because we have the same social blade score, and I've got
I'm sure he wasn't
1,060
talking about
viewers.
Nate, because Nate's channel took off. It really did. It just exploded.
What did he do? Did
Nate Bro.
he had that one video that's
Well,
got like 200,000
yeah,
views.
right. And he's covering, what it is he went, he's going more conservative. So there's a guy, his name is Viva Fry. He's got a lot of followers. He's got like 200,000 subscribers. He does a lot. He's a lawyer. He does a lot of videos where it's very pro-Trump, very pro-conservative. And Nate kind of was on his show for a little bit and then disappeared from his show. And he just did a stream from him. So Nate changed his mind on the Michael Flynn because he originally thought Michael Flynn was that guy who's, he's what was part of Trump's administration. He got charged. He pleaded guilty. The Justice Department wants to drop the charges. The judge doesn't want to just let drop. So that it's been like a big thing. So Viva Fry, he's done a lot of videos on it, and Nate has changed his mind. So now he's in the conservative camp. He's on the pro-Trump side of, this is all corruption and everything. And then I think in the Breonna Taylor thing, I didn't watch the video yet, but I think he came out that, it was corrupt. Like I said, so that's going to get a lot of, because they just did the charging of the officers and everything. It was a fresh story like 2 days ago when he did it. So he got like 200,000 views. That's a lot of views. So he's up to 30,000. I mean, when I looked, he was at 25, and he's at 30. So he's gaining subs really really fast. And this is not bought subs. This is actually he's gaining subs. So good for him. You know what I mean? Like he didn't gain it off of NSS stuff. It's other stuff.
If he would be
And I
more
think Steve is of
biased,
the opinion that, excuse me?
if he would be more biased with his stuff.
Yeah, I think Steve thinks that he's going to kind of walk away from some of the, because if he wants to really grow his channel, he's not going to want all this other stuff. He's going to want to just to
What
stay with the stuff
didn't
that's
they
getting
have?
him the
Didn't
views.
they have court today, or no?
The NSS, no. Originally he talked about it might have been being done Monday or sometime after Monday or that's right, that's today. Duh, I'm like me. I have no structure in my life. Yeah, it was possible that Potts was going to be
Hey,
deposed today,
boss.
but he's not.
Government.
It's going to be sometime in the near future, next week or
I thought they
sometime in
said it was
October.
today.
It was possible. It was no set date. There was no like arranged date. But it's going to be soon. And Jason is saying that Potts is, he's afraid he's not going to let himself to be deposed, or he's going to claim the fifth, which he can do. He doesn't have to let himself be deposed, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's going to, Steve seems fairly confident he's going to testify, and I think Jason's going to jail. That's why I think this whole
Why are
thing
they adding
happened.
like Uni in his stream today? And I don't know if any of you rewatched my video from last night. You could not see Todd at all.
Yeah.
You see, like, half his
No,
face.
you could.
No.
Well, when it was on the side, you couldn't. When you were presenting a
it's because
lot,
Todd
you
changed
couldn't.
the settings in my monitor, so it's Todd's fault. Hashtag.
Well, you did good to get everything back.
Well, I don't know that
You
I
did
did.
really
I won't
good.
know until tonight.
It's all working. No,
But
the meeting looks
picture
good.
I'm
It looks
seeing
good in the
here, the
stream.
picture I'm seeing over there on my screen is different than the one I'm seeing here, and I don't know how it's gonna. I don't know how it's gonna look afterwards. I might have to set my settings.
It
back.
actually looks better now because before, when you did it, like whoever was on the bottom, the bottom two people on the meet, they were kind of half cut off, and now it's all centered really
But
good now. It looked really great.
last night during stream, it looked like it was gonna be good until the playback, and you couldn't see Todd at all.
No, I'm looking at the live stream. I looked at the live stream. It looks good.
But last night, the live stream looked good, right? During?
No, it was the same. It was cut off on the side. When you were presenting, we're all on the side and everything.
Well,
You didn't
somebody
see a
should've-
lot of us.
Why didn't you tell
I
me?
did. You did change it. I said, can you rearrange us because they can't see the ends. That's what I was.
But when it was like this, like it is now, y'all
Right.
couldn't see Todd's face because on my screen we could see both of us the whole
This
time.
looks better than it's looked in a long time because like you used to see like a part of the window, and now you don't see that. You just see the meat
Well,
now,
that
so
has
it looks
nothing
really
to
good
do
right
with
now.
him. That's because Bull taught me how to crop the source last week.
Right. It looks good. Well, did what I tell you help? Did you do the Did you use the transformation? Is that what you wound up using to fix it, or?
See, like in my meat, I can see 3 inches above my head, and on YouTube, I'm seeing the top of my head cut off.
Oh, let me look. Okay, I see what you're saying.
I need to look.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yep, it is true. I do see that. Yep. Let me see us.
Let's see, in the live stream, it doesn't look like that though, so I don't know.
Now it just got well. Let me see. Look at the meat again and how much. No, yeah, in the meat I see a lot more headroom as compared to on the stream. So I'm not sure
It's
how
because
I don't know how that happens.
Well, I had to crop it to get the address bar out.
Okay. So you can add a little bit more when
It's because he changed my window, my resolutions. It's just something we'll have to deal with.
Yeah, you could see
Yeah.
his shoulder, right? Hey, Joey.
Yes.
What channel did maybe I had the wrong name. Who did you say did the video about Breonna Taylor?
It's not exiled. Let me look.
Let me try something.
I have to see in my. It came up. Because I know Steve doesn't like this guy, the Robert Batty guy, but he has been liked a bunch of things where I was critical of Jason. So I followed him, and then I saw
Robert
he
Beatty
shared.
has liked your stuff?
What's that?
Robert
Yeah,
back. So
and
you
what
y'all
me being,
follow?
yeah, me being critical of Jason too. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few times I gave it to Jason and he liked it, and then he actually also shared
We just got here,
Steve's.
Luna. I worked into. I didn't get here till midnight.
Let me see. So he did
Some
this.
Sorry, I'm missing the chat a bit. I put my
someone passed away.
the what?
Luna, someone passed away, I think it says. You don't you can just like put it in
Okay,
there
I could tell you it's the
later.
channel. The channel is the Holy Spackle.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong person. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, I've never heard of her before, but it says, join Exile and I as we publicly denounce nefarious actions on Twitter. Like I said, if the chat was pretty nasty though. They were all just like f
Imagine
them,
that.
and you know what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to
but
play with the settings.
even Steve on his Caffeine Corner today said, I mean, he's like, you know, yeah, this one time Fiona, not Fiona, but Exiled is said the because she actually came out right away and she didn't have like a qualified thing. She came out and said it was really bad right away. But he goes, like all the other stuff she's been saying for a long time, this one thing doesn't fix all that other stuff that she's been doing.
Mother Dragons, I'm in love with this new table I got. Oh, hey y'all, guess what I did today? I got a post office box. You know why?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm gonna get me a PayPal with a business PayPal, and I got a post office box. I just got to go actually get it. Yay!
I did what
In a
Todd said.
town
I
near,
just,
in a town between here and my work. So
you can create one. You don't really need the thing, the PO box, but if you got it anyway, that's good to have. I should
Oh,
get
yeah.
one too, to tell you the truth.
People are gonna want to send her baby girl gifts for her grandbaby.
That's true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless she's supposed to buy something with the money she was going to give me, she's supposed to buy something for the grandbaby from her Uncle Joey.
Yeah.
yep, and I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna show them opening it at the shower. And it's gonna say from Uncle Joey.
You must be excited for that.
Oh my god. I just can't even tell you.
Joe, I'm just done it.
And I got a email today. I forgot this. I want to play. Remind me, Dottie and Chastity, after we get off live stream, to play you the voicemail. I got some voice clips I want y'all to hear. I'm excited. We're gonna have a guest soon on here that y'all are gonna be like, ah. It'll be a
Wait,
few.
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a guest?
Yeah.
Like a real special guest?
A real special
Like
from
big
TV
time,
guest.
like kind of a big deal
Not.
person?
I mean, not a famous person, but
Oh,
a
damn.
person from a reality show. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
That is a
excited.
famous person, then.
That's a famous person.
Well, I
They've been on
mean, it
TV.
wasn't like a. It's not like a 10-year on TV thing, but they've been on TV.
Okay.
I already got you. That's fine. Yay, forget.
Yay.
Sam said, do y'all ever have those days where you are endlessly hungry? No. Help. I can't stop eating. Sorry.
I went to work this
Yeah.
morning. I went to work at 11 today. I didn't eat. Let me think. Hold on. I did not eat
You
before I
you
got
probably
there.
didn't see this. I just wanted to point this out. You probably didn't see it, but Luna Horizon lost her grandfather today, so I'm really sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Luna. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, she said she lost her grandpappy today.
Luna, you're in my thoughts for
Was he
sure.
at
I'm so
home?
sorry.
I hope he wasn't like with the virus, so you couldn't be with him. I hope you were able to be with him. I'm not against Teespring. I just haven't looked into it. The prices people gave me weren't outrageous. And it's hooked to YouTube, right? It's like easier, probably. I don't know. I don't know. I just haven't thought about that. I need to get someone to help me with that.
You're okay to talk.
Hey, pineapple scent.
Somebody's making deviled eggs right now. What time is it where you are, Krista?
It could be. It could be tomorrow morning there.
I know, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, it's
Jazzy
not hooked
J
to you.
Law. Hey, now. I sent
He's
EBJJ Comic a link. I don't know. He might be twitching. He might be twitching like I was last night. He might be
I don't-
sleeping. I had a stress day yesterday, and my eyes. I've
well. How
got
long was your day today?
um. Well, I mean, I got up at 9 this morning. I didn't have to be
Right,
at work until 11. I got off at
right.
11 tonight.
A 12-hour
Um,
shift. Okay,
I
it's a
got
long
home at
one.
midnight because I had to stop and get gas. And yeah, it's been a long day. I gotta go back at 11 tomorrow. But I got great news, y'all. They hired my partner. Like I've been working single by myself for a while, and they weren't going to hire someone. They finally hired him, and it's the shift. It's the 11 to 11 shift, so I don't have to do that anymore. I got to do it one more time in 3 weeks if I can't figure out a way to get out of it, and then I get my full time hours back. That day I lose every other week, I get it back. I get to be on my track with my people, with my like the people that I'm usually, because there's tracks, so I don't have to work with the people that I don't like or don't know as well
Yeah,
anymore.
that's exciting because you were like, I've had it.
I was ready to quit my job, y'all, for real. My supervisor called me this morning and said, when you get a chance, come see me. I'm like, Jesus, what did I do this time? I mean, come on. And I got it there, and she's like, look, we hired someone. Are you okay with not doing the 11 shifts and getting your extra day back and being back on your track? And I'm like, am I okay with that? I was about to quit my job. What are you talking about?
That's awesome.
I was about to purposely get fired. What are you talking about? I love deviled eggs. I'm just saying.
I know. I told her to eat one for me because it's late, but it's just
I love,
I'm too
like,
lazy
the
to cook
more of
something.
the sweet pickle cubes, the better in them. God. What did I have? I had Applebee's for supper.
We call it, well, not we, but my husband, he calls it Applebee's has rats. I don't know
Gross.
why, but
I don't know, but
it's our favorite place.
I didn't have a chance to take a lunch all day, and I got to work at 11. I didn't eat anything um, all day, and then at like 7 after shift change, because I was the mid shift. After the day to night shift change, I said, I think I'm gonna go to the cafeteria. They said, oh no, it's locked, and I was like, well, I can buy like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a cookie or a banana. Oh no, the doors are locked until 1:30 a.m. And I'm like, what? So I said, well, what the heck? So I had a Grubhub, and I wanted fried mushroom. Like, where are they? Mushrooms or the onions, like a blooming onion. But while I was trying to order Outback, it said, "Oh, they're closed." It was like 8:30. They close at 8:45 here, like the Grubhub, whatever. So I had to do Applebee's. It was good. I got blackened shrimp Alfredo and
Oh, I love that.
what else did I get? I hadn't eaten any of that yet because I got the wonton tacos, chicken tacos, and I ate 2 of those. I can't eat very much, but they were so good.
The sauce they put on it, I don't know what it is, but it's good.
Oh, it was so good. And when there was the Applebee's in my town closed down, and because their service sucked. But I didn't love it, but I love their wonton tacos and their Alfredo's good.
Y'all are making
I
me
brought it
hungry.
all home with me. Hey, Kier. and Liz.
Can you check your WhatsApp really quick? I just had a quick question to you. I'm not sure if you wanted to or not.
Right, I'm hungry. It started with the devil name.
Luna, do you want a link? Do you want to come talk? Boo. We haven't talked to you lately. Oh, look at the daisies. I love flowers.
The only thing I don't like
Yay! I'll send you a link. Where do you want it? Where do you want the link?
about
You know why I like Applebee's? Because they usually have those like dollar drinks every month or $5 drinks.
I don't know. We
The
don't
Long
have
Island's
here.
are pretty good too.
I don't
Yummy.
know how I knew you were going to say that because I don't even,
Oh
like,
my
you're not.
god. My favorite drink in the world I ever had was from there. And I don't drink liquor drinks, but it was called the Blue Sky Margarita or Blue Sky. I think it was called Blue Sky, and it was like blue curacao, pineapple juice. It looked like a cloud. It was like blue and
Claire
white.
says Bahama Mamas.
It was so sweet, and I went with my mom one time to Applebee's, and I ordered one, and we split it because my mom doesn't drink at all, and she was all giggly. It was so funny. I had to drive when we left. It won't go through. Which account? Luna, message me on Twitter because the account I'm using is there's a problem with your account. Your Luna account is not working for me. Or maybe it's the wrong one. Why is there 2 Luna accounts showing up? Maybe I sent... Okay, I sent it. It's there. Sorry, I sent it to the wrong one. Let me read the chat. Oh, just chat. How far did you say you were from Tennessee? From, like, Pigeon Forge?
That I have to Google, but I have to Google that place. I don't know exactly, but
I'm fixing to ask for vacation, and this is my only thing. I don't want to drive in the mountains on an icy road.
nope, I will not.
I like Nashville, and I think the highways would be fine. But Pigeon Forge is freaking mountains. I want to go somewhere that someone can go, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to meet y'all there. And Nashville's my favorite to party, but Pigeon Forge is just the prettiest. It's the prettiest.
I'm going to tell you.
But the reason this come up is because I got an email when they're putting out the schedule. They do it way ahead of time, and I got an email this morning or a text from work that said if you're gonna ask for a vacation, let me find it. Luna,
Hey.
how are you doing, boo? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
No, I'm sorry, girl. He was like your daddy, huh?
Yeah.
Was he in the hospital?
No,
I'm really sorry.
they, so, my aunt moved him and my grandma up, to where my aunt lives, a little over a year ago. So that way she could help take care of them. And,
Is that far away from you?
yeah.
Okay.
And so, because my grandma has macular degeneration and she's going blind, and then my grandpa's got I guess I should say had, but he got diagnosed with dementia, and
Mm.
and then after moving up there, they ended up finding out that he had colon cancer, also,
Damn.
and so they my aunt was taking care of them, and so they were able to keep him home and keep him comfortable at home.
How old was he?
Um, that's gonna sound sad, but I never really remember how old he was.
As not, as I never
I
knew.
understand.
I mean, I was kind of saying like, was he in his 90s or 70s? Because,
I
I'm
want to
way older
say
than you.
like mid to late 80s.
Did
I
his
just
did his dementia ever get really advanced, or did the
yeah.
oh
Oh,
see
this last year it was horrible, but it was so weird because you know how they talk about the honeymoon stage of dementia and Alzheimer's, like when it's
Hmm.
close, where they like all of their memories come back and stuff.
yeah
That happened like about 2 months ago. It was like it was like he had never forgot anything, and it was just like it was really nice because for about 6 weeks he remembered everything,
that's awesome.
and um and so it was really nice because for 2 years he didn't like it would take him a minute to know what we were talking about or whatever. But for like 6 weeks he remembered everything, and then I told my aunt, I said, you need to prepare grandma because he's in the honeymoon stage. That means it's coming.
Yeah,
And she's like, we know, it's okay. And I was like, okay. But
Yeah, I never heard about this. This is something I'm just learning.
yeah, it's a
but so
thing. It's a thing.
if I could share something really awesome that my grandma told me happened just the other day, um, my grandma was all um because what ended up happening is he slipped into a coma a couple of days ago, and but what happened beforehand, and I don't know what everybody believes, but I'm sure most of us believe that there is definitely something on the other side. um and my grandma told me that like the hours leading up to before he fell into the coma, she was like, he kept saying like, yes, I'm ready to go home, it's time to go home, I'm
Mm.
ready, let me go home. And then he started talking to his mom and his dad and other people that had passed on before him, and she said that it was like
I
he
got
was
chill
talking
bumps.
to them. Yeah, like he was talking to them like they were right there in the room.
They were there with him when he.
Yeah.
It sounds
and
beautiful.
and she goes, and then he like faded off, and she goes, and like the color in his skin just totally changed to where it looked like he was glowing. She goes, it was sad but so real and so beautiful. She's like, I've never witnessed something like that in my life. And yeah, sorry.
We love you.
You
I'm
don't have to
sorry. I'm
be
sorry you had to
sorry.
go through that. On
Yeah,
that,
don't be sorry.
I don't.
I appreciate you guys letting me talk because I'm like,
Absolutely.
Yep,
You need
yep.
to talk about it. That's I know people with Alzheimer's. My mama's best friends. We talked about it last night. Is in a nursing home. She's in bad shape. But no one really in my family suffered for that, and that's one disease that would probably Alzheimer's and cancer. I think would be the worst things to watch someone die of slowly because to love someone and then forget who you were, or not know, not understand, like that would be heartbreaking. But my mom's husband, my stepdad, they were only married a few years, and he got cancer, and he did a couple different chemos. He did really great with all of them, but he had a cancer. I mean, he smoked three and a half packs a day for like his whole life. Um, the last treatment that he took and the radiation made him lose his hair, and it made it burned his throat. It burned his. The radiation is terrible. It was horrible to watch. Like the pictures of him 6 months before he died and a week before he died, terrible. But he was in the hospital the last few days, and me and my mom were there when he died, and they leaned him over. Well, let me back up. I don't want to talk about the minute he died. That's terrible. The day before he died, he all of a sudden could eat after having radiation in his throat and not being able to eat for a month, basically, like bad days. The whole days, however many days he'd been in the hospital, he was pretty much unresponsive. He didn't know anyone when he was awake. He couldn't. And then all of a sudden he had this great day. And I was not there that day. But my mom was like, he's eating like 3 Snickers bars and he's talking to me. And he's doing so great. And we knew he wasn't going to make it. But the Lord gave him one more good day with my mama. Because she needed it.
Yeah.
And I believe that. And anyone, like, I know there's people who are atheist or whatever. This is why I have faith. Because my mama got one more good day with her husband that she needed.
Yeah.
Your grandpa had a good how long?
He had almost 6 weeks.
How does that happen? And faith is God's faith for a reason. You ain't got to understand why. There hasn't got to be a scientific explanation for it. It just is. That's how I mean, that's just how I believe. And I don't judge anyone that doesn't believe that. I can't explain the Bible to y'all, but I believe that there is a God and he died for my sins and that I'm going to heaven and I'm going to see my daddy again when I'm gone. I believe that. That's what I'm supposed to believe. And I've seen some crazy stuff. Like, it just seems like the people I know that are dying and suffering, they always have one good day, right? Even my granny, and we thought that hers was dementia, but it wasn't. My mama was mistaken and thought that she had some dementia. And my aunt said, no, that was from the stroke. Like, she would get frustrated trying to put her socks on or get dressed and start crying because she couldn't figure out how to get dressed. It was from having a stroke. My mama was mixed up. She had a really good day. Or several days, my granny actually, before she died. I don't think that's for the dying person as much as I do. It's for the family members that are going to be left here to mourn. But I think God does that for us.
Yeah, I do too, because, I mean, even though, like, they weren't here, because they lived just down the road from me for a while until my aunt moved them up there, and, I lost my train of thought, sorry.
It's okay. I can't keep my train of thought to save my life. It's okay.
You were just saying how he lived close to you, and
Yeah, and, like, so it really hurt me that they moved so far, but having those few weeks to be able to call and talk to him as much as I wanted was just absolutely amazing. And Red, I just sent you a picture. Feel free if I mean, I don't care, like, but if everybody would like to see a picture of my grandpa, you can share it on the screen and so everybody can see if you want. I don't care.
Oh,
I
he's so
just
cute.
that my grandpa. He was a captain in the Navy. He served in the Korean War. He
Um,
amazing,
Yep. So
amazing.
he's a hero. Yep. He served our
Um,
country.
and he's actually not my biological grandpa. He married my grandma when I was 3 years old, and he chose to be my grandpa.
that's
And he didn't have to do that, you know, and he did. And me and him were thicker than thieves. I'm telling you, like we did everything together. He would take me on business trips, but I never knew they were business trips because he'd make an adventure out of them all. He'd have to go for a meeting or whatever, and I didn't know. Like, when he was meeting with people, he would do it out in the public on our adventure.
you're so
I don't
sweet.
know if y'all had ever heard of the Neptune Society. It's the world's largest, not world's, I keep saying world. It's the nation's largest at-sea burial company. And they take people's ashes and they, I don't want to say dump them in the ocean, but they spread them out in the ocean. And him and his cousin and his uncle started the company. But yeah, and so he would meet with families and he would just explain, hey, I'm bringing my granddaughter with me, and you know, we're if we can meet here, I'm taking her on an adventure, you know, like because he always did stuff with me and for me, and no matter how crappy my childhood was in my home, my grandpa always made it better. Like he was my one solid rock. I always had. I mean, my grandma too, but my grandpa was my person. And he, I wish y'all could have known him because he was freaking amazing. I'm telling you, he
I
was
wish we could know him too.
Aw. Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
picture.
What a sweet looking guy. Still look pretty good. You know, you could tell he's older, but he's still a good looking guy.
this 2 years ago, but I'm not even
There we go.
joking.
There we go.
Um, I'm not even joking. Like
Did
he
I?
never aged.
Where did it go? I lost it.
Can I read something from the chat? Hoot3 said, the day my dad passed, I gave him a shower, dressed him up, I got him a haircut, and he said to me,
It's
don't
cute.
come back at 6 p.m. as usual. Promise me. So I didn't. And he passed at 6 p.m. People will wait for people to come or they want to pass alone. It happens. I know what my parents, unfortunately, I was there for both. Well, it's not unfortunate, but I was there for both of them passing. My mom passed, like everybody was there, like all my brothers and sisters. When my dad passed, I was the only one there, and ooh, that was rough. I think he wanted to pass alone, and I just happened to be there. But it was a tough time. It's
He's.
difficult for sure.
I'm so sorry, Luna. He's so cute. I love old
he,
people. I really do.
he was always so serious unless I was there.
Oh.
It was funny because like everybody thought he was just like this grumpy old turd until I was there, and then they'd see a different side of him.
Oh, really? Was he a grumpy old man to people?
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't that he was like always grumpy or whatever. It was more like he's a businessman, you know, like take him serious, you know. But when I'd be around, like everybody say if a switch just flips in him and he becomes like the softest thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you a funny story. Y'all are gonna laugh your asses off. Ready? Okay, so I was like, I don't know, I want to say 6 or 7, maybe 8, and my older sister's 5 years older than me. And we used to love to do Papa's hair and nails and stuff, right? Like, he'd let us paint his nails and put curlers in his hair and just
That's sweet.
dress him up, put makeup on him. Yeah, he didn't care. But okay, so one day, me and my sister were like, Grandpa, can we give you a makeover? And he's like, all right, you know. And so we start painting his nails and stuff. And me and my sister are snickering to each other, okay? Like, I mean, snickering. And I can't see chat because for some reason it froze it where it's at. So,
You've been going too hard, baby girl.
So me and my sister are just giggling. He's like, what's so funny? Nothing, nothing. And we're putting bright pink nail polish on him. Fingers and toes. Okay? Well, what we didn't tell him was Grandma was out of nail polish remover.
Oh my gosh.
And we get done doing his makeover. And he's like, all right, get this stuff off me now. You know?
He's had to gnaw it off.
And me and my sister start cracking up laughing. I mean, busting a gut. And he's all, what's so funny, young ladies? And we're like, we're out of nail polish remover. And he goes, Mary! Which is my grandma's name. And, and he's all, what, Jerry? And he's like, you mean to tell me you let them paint my nails knowing you had no more nail polish remover? And,
She thought that was funny too, though, right?
oh yes. Oh yes. And she's like, I'll go buy some at the store and bring it to work tomorrow and get it off of you while you're at work.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
I mean, it's like, 8:00 at night. Like,
Yeah.
and so he goes to work.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He's got bright pink nail polish on.
Oh.
And I mean, he didn't care about his toes because nobody could see them. They're in his shoes. But
That's a great story, though.
he's sitting behind the desk, and a family comes in needing to make arrangements for their family member. And the family sits down, and they keep staring at my grandpa's hands. And my grandpa's trying to ignore them. He notices that they're staring at his hands, and my grandpa is trying his hardest to ignore them.
Yeah, that's not an ignorable thing. You gotta explain that one. Blame your grandkids.
And the husband of this lady goes, I'm so sorry, but that's funny that you come to work like that.
You just called him off.
And
what state was this, if you don't mind?
California.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, it was a more progressive state where it's okay if you want to wear pink fingernail polish to work as a guy.
Well, this is back in the 90s, so I don't think anybody was very, very progressive back then
Right.
anyway. But no, this is not a city that was even accepting up until probably the last 10 years. So my grandpa goes, well, I have 2 granddaughters. And the husband and the wife just start cracking up. And they're like, enough said. Enough said.
Mm-hmm. That's cute.
And then in comes my grandma with the nail polish remover and the cotton balls. And
At
my
his
grandpa goes,
at
a
work.
little too late, dear.
She went to his work to do it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Do y'all want to
my
laugh?
grandpa.
Do y'all want me to make you laugh?
No, I think it was really funny. I I wish I could share the story you're telling. We did that to my husband and then I
You
could
know
just hear
what
your
is jacked up? I have never had and I've tried. I've never been able to talk anybody I was with into let me do their makeup. And I've
No,
tried.
you did. Well, like he
It's
didn't
because I
he
never
wasn't
had a
really
little
paying
girl. That's why. You let me find me a man when that grandbaby girl comes, and I bet you that man will let me put some makeup on.
attention.
That's a sweet story. That really was a sweet
Mhm.
story. Um,
He's the best.
but you know what? He's not suffering anymore, and there's no,
Yeah.
gosh, like cancer. He had the two worst things probably anyone can have. Um, I hope he didn't have a painful time. I'm glad he got those good 6 weeks. But to watch somebody you love not know, it's sad for them. And I've always wondered like what's going through their mind if they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got the call at like 12 o'clock today that they were saying that he only had probably a few hours, right? And so I called my grandma, and my grandma put the phone up to my grandpa's ear, and I said my goodbyes and stuff, and I told him that it was okay to go. And
Sometimes they wait for that. You know. Sometimes they want to be. It's like sometimes they wait for that.
and then my grandma was like, try to get hold of your uncle. I think he's still at work or something, but he needs to call. And at 5 o'clock, my uncle was able to finally call. And at 5:15 is when he went. And so my uncle was the last one that they were waiting for to call. And I think my grandpa did not want to go until he heard from all of us.
I believe that too. I'm not as you're really strong because I'm not as strong. I can't. It's hard for me to talk about that, but I really do believe that they wait. I don't know
The
the
only thing, oh, sorry.
no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing, the only reason why I'm okay is because I have so many good memories. I mean, my heart is hurting and I keep crying and I haven't stopped crying pretty much all night. But because I think about all of the awesome times my grandpa gave me, I'm okay. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Hmm.
believe me, when I got the call, I I have my grandpa's navy uniform. I have his dress uniform. I literally grabbed his uniform, I got it down, and I balled into it because it still smells like him, and I keep it in a sealed thing or whatever. And like, I pulled it out of it, and I just like hung on to it, and I know it sounds weird, but I just
That's
sniffed
not
it.
weird.
No, it's
It
not. The
still
scent will
smells like
never go
him.
away. Yeah.
And I like cried into it, and my daughter, bless her heart, I swear, she's like, "You're gonna ruin it crying on it."
Was she close? Was she close to him?
Um, as much as she could be. I mean, she just turned 6. and they moved away a year ago. But she does have memories of him and stuff. But
Don't start.
so I mean, she was, as close as she could be for being a little one. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I was like, my tears are not gonna ruin Grandpa's uniform.
I'm sorry, y'all. I've had the chat screen completely down. I missed it all. Has anyone been
Sorry.
watching? No, no, don't be sorry. But I want to. I'm sure people are talking to you, and I haven't been watching. Because I had
And I
another
didn't
screen.
like be a Debbie Downer or anything. I just really appreciate you guys letting me talk.
I'm backing up a little bit. Liz said that's what happened to my mom and aunt. They were eating so much before they died. I thought they were going to be okay, and then they were gone. It's like they had a good day. I'm going to read the ones that are where I'm highlighted because I missed a bunch. Hoot3 said, please share this. The day my dad passed, I gave him a shower, dressed him up, got him a haircut, and he said to me, don't come back. Oh, you read this already. Did you read this, Dottie, or is this the same thing?
I read that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say, Dottie just said this. Promise me. And he passes his clock. And then I was listening to Luna and typing, and I had chill bumps when she was telling her story. That's like they know. There's something. I just don't know how anybody can say they don't believe. But I don't judge you. I'm just saying that's just.
Yeah,
It's just
I agree.
I understand there's people who have to. You have to prove. They want proof. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Kier said one day when my grandpa was lucid before Alzheimer's was as bad as it ended up getting. He told my sister it was like he was trapped in his mind and couldn't get out. I've always wondered that. My mama's best friend has it really bad, and my mama saw it before her friend's daughter and family saw it, and she tried to tell them, and they were like, no, she's just doing it for attention. That's what they told my mama. She's doing it for attention. And my mama's like, no, she can't get out of her seatbelt in the car. Something's wrong. And it's been like a couple years in the making. And yesterday when they talked on the phone, my mama, they both ended up crying. Mama was crying before she got the phone, and when she said bye, her friend started crying out loud because she hasn't seen anyone. They dropped her off at the front door of the nursing home, couldn't even go with her, and they didn't tell her that she was going to a nursing home before they took her there.
Oh.
So they dropped her off there, sold all her stuff or gave it to charity because she's not ever coming home, and she doesn't understand why. And I've always wondered like what people think, like, because they have lucid moments. It's not like they're always. She knew who my mama was when she talked to her yesterday. So what did she think happened? She just got thrown away like trash? Because of the virus, no one can go visit her. And because of the room she's in, they will let people go stand outside the window and talk to you on the phone through the window. But there's no exterior access to her window. So you can't do that with her. And my mama said I couldn't do that anyway. I couldn't go look at her through a window and not touch her. I just couldn't. And I understand that. I couldn't do it to my mom.
Yeah. So I refreshed the chat so I can see some stuff. Nicole, that is amazing, and yes, the Neptune Society does do stuff like that. They do stuff like that all the time, and I'm so glad that my family's company was able to help your grandma with that. And that actually means a lot hearing that. Thank you.
Read it. I didn't read it. I didn't get to see
It
that one.
says, the Neptune Society paid for my grandma's trip to go visit my grandpa's grave
Oh,
when
how
my
sweet.
grandpa passed. The Neptune Society is wonderful, and your papa looks so sweet. Um, yeah, so how the business was created was after the war when my grandpa and his cousin came home. A close friend of theirs that they grew up with, they all three enlisted together, had passed away during the war. And when they got back, they took their buddy's ashes and dumped them in the ocean and got caught by the Coast Guard. And it was very much against the law. But my uncle Bill, well, my grandfather's uncle Bill, his cousin's daddy, uh, was luckily a lawyer, and he found a loophole in the law and got the boys off from being charged criminally and started the company called the Neptune Society. Of course, you know, Neptune, the god of the sea. And they started doing burials that way. And my uncle Bill totally like ran with the idea. It was East Coast. Um and it spread throughout the nation very quickly, very fast. And my grandfather was the president of all of the West Coast. So he ran everything for the West Coast. And yeah, so it's like a really cool kind of thing. They were young when it all went down, of course, and um, they they started this super fantastic company that helps people in their time of grieving and their time of need. And they do a lot of stuff for a lot of people. Um, and I am proud to say I belong to that family, and I absolutely love hearing the stories um of it. Oh, Nicole just wrote again. They responded to my mom so fast. Within 4 hours, they had a flight and rooms and rides completely taken care of. I always brag about the Neptune Society. That is, thank you so much. Like, that's awesome. Thank you. Like, really.
We love you, Lena. So glad you're back. We've missed you while you were gone. I want, I want.
I had an amazing time.
We're gonna have to start some drama stuff, so you're not sad no more.
Oh, you guys want to hear something really freaking awesome about my trip? So, they have this thing called the extreme swing, and where I went is up in the Sequoia National Forest, and so it's the giant redwoods out there and stuff, right? And the extreme swing is one of the giant redwoods. Um, it goes about, I'd say, almost 4 stories up in the sky in this freaking tree.
I want to
You,
see
you're,
those big trees. I've always wanted to
um,
go.
I'll send you some pictures. I forgot to send you pictures. Um, and so you're fully harnessed in, and then they harness you into like a kid's swing kind of thing, you know, like just like the little butt scoop swing. I forget how you call them. And so they clip you into that, attached it to your harness, and then they raise you up into this tree. Like I said, it's about almost 4 stories high. And you pull the little like quick release lever thing that's attached, and you fly.
Woo.
And you fly all the way out over the lake and all the way back in and all the way back out until the swing slows down. Well, I was the only one there to do it, and so they pulled me up in that tree 3 times in a row.
I love her laugh too. I was.
And it was freaking amazing. And then like the zip line, I did the zip line 7 times, but like you have to um you have to like hike back up the hill to get back on the zip line to go back down. And so after the first time, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that was freaking amazing!" Right? And I'm at a Christian camp, so I can't cuss at all. Okay. And and so I the guy at the end of the zip line, he's like, "You want to do something cool?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Flip yourself upside down." And I was like,
Oh
"Huh?"
yeah,
And
that's
so
fun on the zip lines.
he told me how to do it. And so um I started flipping myself upside down and letting my hands drag into the lake, because the zip line goes the over the lake. And so I started like letting my hands drag in the water, and then I let my feet drag in the water like I was water skiing. And oh my gosh, that I did that 7 flipping times, and I tell you, I was in so much pain because of having to hike all the way back around. I ended up with bruises. I didn't know that you could get bruises um, from like the harnesses and stuff. But they were all laughing at me because I was just like going and going and going. And you wouldn't think that I had as many health problems as I have, because I tell you, I did not let it slow me down at all whatsoever. I was enjoying myself. And then after all of that, we went to the shooting range and we shot a bunch of 22s. And there was like 7 of us girls up there, and we ended up shooting about 1,500 rounds between the 7 of us.
Wow.
Um, yeah, it was so much fun. Oh my gosh,
I'm glad you had a good trip.
it was amazing. I like That's the only thing I do for like myself, because I'm always taking care of my family, you know what I mean? And so once a year I go on
I
women's
mean,
retreat.
right. I was on the phone with you before you left for that trip, and you ran to McDonald's before you went on your trip. She went and bought egg Mc. I listened to her order at the drive-thru. She ordered some egg McMuffins for her husband and kids before she went on her girls' trip.
You got to take care of your family. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. We're going to. Can y'all see the screen?
What are we watching? Because I can't see the
We're
screen.
not watching anything.
Oh.
It's just Miss Thang said when you play the villain on YouTube, you can pretty much do anything and not get canceled because the expectations for you are so low. Examples: Trisha Paytas, Jeffree Star, Nick Okada, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Tana. I don't know how to say that name. Mongo. It's a game for these people. And someone said, I don't really think you can throw Logan Paul in there anymore. He's really cleaned up his act. Having Mike as a friend has really helped him. I don't really think she has any room to talk about um, being a villain on YouTube. Honestly, isn't she? Isn't she the most hated person on YouTube right now? In my opinion, allegedly. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's just it's what I
Yeah.
hear.
In my opinion, and allegedly, for sure.
I had a better one pulled up just a second ago. Did y'all see her trying to cry for 11 minutes and 26 seconds earlier? Anyone in chat? Did y'all see it? She tried so hard, and I'm not gonna play that video because I respect whoever lost their husband and father, but she totally tried to use it for sympathy, and she couldn't even squeeze out a real tear.
Oh, and she talks so much crap about people's apology videos and not being able to squeeze out a tear, and there she was.
She was wiping her eyes and there was no tears there. Like, what are you doing? I can't even tell you how bad I can't stand this one. Like,
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
what?
Oh, I was going to send you screenshots and I totally forgot to send you screenshots. But y'all remember last night a couple of people came into chat and we were all like confused of who the hell they were?
Okay.
Okay. I was watching, I hadn't commented yet, but I had been watching off and on because I was dealing with my kid and my husband and stuff, right? All right. Well, I just wanted to see what the hell KJ's Let Me Clear Things Up video was about, right?
Yeah.
And so I decided to go through the comments and somebody named Biddy or whatever in there calling her out for her mods and stuff being doxxed, allegedly. Okay. Anyway, she responded, yeah, we know, and we've known for weeks, right?
She don't care about mods. She only cares about herself.
Well, I decided to comment, well, you didn't tell me. Because why not? And she refused to respond to me.
She won't respond to you now? Imagine that.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're not blocked, actually.
Because she, you know.
I saw that. Well, I saw a stream. Whoa. Where she went, for mods only, and somebody wanted to know why. Yeah, wanted to know. I saw that. But there was no
Who's
answer in
got
that.
music playing in the background?
Oh, sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay, it's
Here,
okay.
I'm at the store.
I'll have to edit my whole video if
I'm sorry. Hold
it's
on.
okay, it's okay.
I'm trying to unmute. Hold on. Hold on. Ah! Where am I?
Yeah, that was pretty low. I doubt they're gonna pick that up, so you don't have to worry about it. It wasn't loud enough for the automated thing to pick it up, but just for a
Okay,
quick laugh.
professional. We played Brady Bunch with music and I had to edit it. It messed me up. And it didn't have real words and I want the real music, but I've lost the one and I'm blocked from her so I can't find it here. Let me see. I bet I can search. Raking and find it.
You have a super chat.
Let me go to Dora. From Marina Mendez for $10, sending lots of love to the group for giving Luna a safe space to talk. We love Luna. She's a close friend here. We love her. And thank you, Marina, for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to find that, Durant Raw, just sit down and shut up. I'm gonna block him. Can I block him? I'll block him.
What does he want to say?
I mean, who cares what he wants to say? It sounds like he's spitting on everybody when he says it.
Who are we talking about?
Keon. You know when he talks, it sounds like he's he's spitting
like
all over
that.
real. That is exactly what it sounds like. And
Y'all, I'm in my kitchen now. Like, I'm gonna eat.
Were you guys able to hear that or not?
No.
No, you didn't hear it?
Oh, the chat or
No.
I didn't hear.
I played a little because I figured we could use a little laugh. Let me see if I don't know. I guess you're not hearing it. Let me try it one more time.
Right. That's right. I like chihuahuas. Why are you doing this? We need to have a good relationship.
Can you hear it?
Okay, sorry. He was trying to bite my toe. Oh my god, your freaking little dog mouth is so small you wouldn't even be able to bite my toe, bro. Whoa! Get out of here, crazy! I want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but I will. Get out of here! I know ninjutsu, motherfucker.
You have the cutest laugh, Lito.
You should see this little dog. He's so cute. He's trying his best to act all mean.
I figured everybody would use a little laugh. I know
Only-
ninjutsu.
Only Uni gets attacked by chihuahuas.
And goes, wow!
Okay, I am not making fun. I want to say a prayer for this woman, if she exists, that lost her husband, and I do believe that she did. But can we watch? If my best friend lost her husband tomorrow, I'm not close with him, but I would cry for her. Like, I would be with her, and I would cry. She's having camera crews come to her house next week, but she can't go be with her friend. Her friend really just probably don't even want her ass there. Let's be honest. Well, we're gonna watch this real quick for just a second.
In Little Red,
So
I
this
have
is a
memes
real
if you
thing?
need
Her
stuff.
like reality thing is a real thing?
What, Dottie?
I was saying, if later on, if you need something to lighten the mood, I do have some memes
I know, I
available.
heard. I saw that. But we're gonna watch this first because, and I'm not making fun, but she's trying so damn hard to squeeze out a tear. Look at my impeccable paws. Yes, Lisa, I can see you. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been trying to work. I can't read all the messages and share and stuff. I get behind. It's not as easy as it looks. Dawn, she's got a camera crew coming to her house to talk about Unision or whoever. She hasn't told that part, but it's been leaked. So she thinks she's famous, and she doesn't want trick-or-treaters to come to her house because her kid is sick, but she's gonna have a whole ass camera crew there. That's why she got her hair did. Let's listen.
Well, is she doing a series, or just they're just gonna interview her? Just gonna interview her?
I mean, who knows? They're gonna interview her. She thinks she's famous. She's a liar. Who knows? Let's listen.
This is an awkward.
Can y'all hear?
video, and I don't even really know what I'm saying.
She's trying so hard to be pitiful.
But
I can't hear anything, but I'm not sure. Ask the chat if they do.
Can the chat hear
I
it?
have to say something,
Excuse me.
She's sharing to the external, not to the meet.
but I don't know what to say, and I'm not really sure where to start. Yesterday I was on a live stream, and I'd put out a video that was just like,
Yeah, I checked.
without
I can
any
hear it on the
commentary.
external.
and I needed to provide some context for it. And right after I'd uploaded that video, I'd received a call from one of my friends that
They're saying it's low. Can you get it up a little bit?
My friends that
There's a delay.
got into an accident and was gone.
She's trying to cry.
And I know I'm playing with my hair, and I know you guys hate that, and I don't really know what to say because this is so not how my channel is. I don't usually do this kind of stuff, but it's gonna be like really different on my
I
channel
personally would not be on
while,
a live stream at the moment if
because
I was in
have
her
to find a way to
shoes.
balance
She don't give a damn about nobody but
being there
herself.
for her and her son, and
Where's
also
the-
having
Come
my
on, Tears.
family
Come on.
and work, and
I'm only on
I
a
don't
live
want
because I know you guys love
to
me,
be
and I love you guys too.
like And
No.
You guys must be.
That's
they
why we
just
love
wanted
you
you on
guys
here
too.
because you said you wanted to talk, so we
and
wanted to have you
pretend
on.
like everything's
No.
okay
You
when
guys
it's not. And I had to do that today. It was really hard, and I like
Oh, look at her. Hold on for the pause, y'all. I paused perfect. I would like to say prayers for whoever her friend is that she has talked about before that had the um the medical procedure, and she asked everyone to pray for her because she actually does have a friend in real life, but she's trying to use it for sympathy right now. Right now, she's trying her best to cry. She can't squeeze out a tear to save her own damn life. I'm not gonna read the chat. Y'all read it. It's facts. Sam, I hear you. Let's listen.
like spent all day trying to like film, and I only got like 2 videos done, and it just took forever.
Do y'all hear the monotone? She's trying to be so she don't even know how to have real emotion.
To figure out just how to even exist today.
I love you, Bendy baby.
And
Come on.
I don't know. This is my same friend that was recently. You guys all were so amazing too. She had that procedure on her neck and had to be in the hospital, and you guys sent her messages and like cheered her up and like made her feel so loved after recovering, and she had to then go back and have another procedure because that didn't work. And so
And I purposely played this in regular speed because you can tell she's faking this, trying to be sad. Because if I played it in fast speed, it would be faster. But she started this dream like this, like a robot. In my opinion, allegedly, she's trying to get attention from someone else's tragedy.
Yeah.
Let's listen.
so she's had a really rough year, and then suddenly now he's gone, and it's like she has a son, and she wasn't prepared for this, and I feel really trapped because my son is fragile, and
What is
there
that?
is this massive germ in the world right now, and my friend is extremely cautious.
But let's go to Ulta and get some
my
makeup.
son. She has also been there for all of his things, everything in his life, and so every procedure that's been major, she has been right there. Like,
She
at the
says that
hospital,
too, Hot
holding
Wheels,
my
in
hand,
this video.
to the point of being annoying. She loves to hug.
She's fixing
I'm
to say
not a
how
hugger.
she's the investigator or some
And
shit.
right now, all I want to do is hug her, and I can't.
And I don't like to
So,
hug.
Obviously, because of she has a lot of
She wants
friends,
to cry
a
so
lot of
bad.
people in her life, but like
She really
we
wants
have
to.
a different relationship. Like I'm her organizer.
Here we go. I'm her.
I'm like the person that does her research.
I'm
and
her researcher.
figures things out and listens, and
I'm her investigative journalist.
I've always had that relationship with her where she has a lot of friends, but I'm the one that she always like cries to. And
If it was my best friend that I always cried to and did all of my stuff for me, in a minute she says, I wish I could just go clean her house. And that was funny. If it was my best friend, she would be here no matter what, or I would be there no matter what. Period, point blank, end of story. I don't know that it's. I believe someone died, and God bless that woman's heart and her son, and I pray for them tonight when I go to bed. Y'all know I will. This woman's using it to try to get sympathy for a click, or oh, you can't go be with your friend because your son's sick, but you're gonna have a camera crews in your house in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then like, I mean,
Go
I
ahead.
guess maybe no, because I was gonna say something and I stopped myself. Never mind.
Yeah, good job. Like we're doing better and better, right?
Yes. And just because I'm in pain doesn't mean I'm going to
Right, Lisa,
open my
that's true. And many prayers to that person and all of their family and to their child. That's so sad. This woman shouldn't have got on a live stream to talk about it, to try her best to cough up a tear because she's not going to be on live stream as much the next. I bet you she will be on live stream tomorrow just as much as she always has. But she'll try to talk really monotone and be sad.
I just don't understand.
Bimby Baby
Somebody
said maybe someone died, but she is misrepresenting the situation. I don't know what she's doing. I believe, to be sure, she's not such a sorry human that she's lying about someone dying. But I would absolutely hoot 3, run and come for my friend. And there is definitely something wrong with her.
And wants me to make her laugh. And
I just
so
don't understand how you can use somebody
I know
else's
she needs me, and I have to figure out
tragedy
how to do that.
or somebody else's pain and suffering for your own personal gain and your own nice way of putting it,
Content.
yeah.
Kiera just
Yeah.
said, I couldn't imagine losing my husband and having any of my friends do this.
I mean,
You know, what it makes me think is like, why would she? You know, I can't imagine that her friend.
I mean, she
It's
tweets
really like, oh, this is
1,500 times
cool.
a day. Why not just tweet out a very close friend lost her husband? I can't be on live stream. Or
And if she
how
could
about
land, why she
how
got to
about
leave?
how about if she got the call during the live stream, get off the damn live stream, you psychopath.
well, apparently she found out beforehand, so why even get on the freaking live stream in the damn first place?
Amen, sister.
I mean, come on.
So she knew about it before the actual live stream yesterday, and she still went on answering.
Allegedly, apparently.
Who knows?
Wow.
Who
Okay.
knows what the truth is?
Yeah.
This is an 11-minute video. Is it monetized? I didn't get an ad when I started it, so maybe she didn't bother. She only spent 10 minutes,
I
so.
have to figure out how to tell her how
I
to
am
do
31,
this
Lisa.
without-
I want to hear this
I don't
part.
think
Hold
it's a
on.
surprise to anybody, really. Lisa's just, she's been there.
I've always had that relationship
Like
with
super
her.
Oh,
loyal.
baby.
She has a lot of friends, but I'm the
Okay,
one
listen,
that
y'all.
Bonus will
Listen.
cries to and
She's saying I'm the one she cries to.
confides in, and then wants me to make her laugh. And so
You don't make nobody laugh.
I know she needs me, and I have to figure out how to do that. And I have to figure out how to tell her how to do this without her husband, and that's really sad. And like,
She wants to cry. She can't.
on his motorcycle, you know, like you don't really think that that's gonna be the last time you speak to someone.
I bet her friend's husband hated her.
And so I just want to be honest that things are might be just not as peppy around here.
It's Peppy.
She's like family to me, so I'm not gonna share their names. I'm also not gonna share their photos. I'm not gonna share their identities. I don't want her to be bothered. She's not a public figure. She's extremely private. He was very private. But
She almost got a
I
tear out
just
right
wanted
there.
you guys to know what's going on and what happened yesterday.
Don't
and
freaking
why.
want her to be bothered, then you
Like, I
shouldn't be on
abruptly
here
stopped
telling her
online.
story.
Some people were
Hashtag
upset
mama
and they were like, I
ain't
can't
sweet.
believe you were so rude. And I'm like, I just found out something terrible happened.
She's worried
and I
about what
can't-
people think of her.
I still have to have a job, and you know, when you have this kind of work, you can't stop just because, like, it's like.
Why does she
another
keep
career.
looking to the left? What's over there to the left? To her left.
And I'm the only provider for my family.
Her
so I
other
have to make
monitor
sure
that she
I'm
watches
putting out
herself
content,
on?
but also
No, I
have to
think it's that
balance
lie.
taking care
It's
of
the
myself,
lie.
taking care of my family, and also being there for her. helping her organize her life because she's gonna need it. Like, that's like the one thing I'm good at for her. That's always what I've been good at for her.
To make her laugh and investigate for her?
So, this week will be a little bit weird. As, like, I try to sort through things. And
She's
help
reading the
her
cue cards, Mother
work
Dragons.
with her other friends to get things organized. And I'm sorry if I'm touching my hair.
I'm sorry if I'm touching. You don't care on your eyes.
I'm just
IG love streams.
expecting this, and I don't think anyone expects this. And I just want people to know that, like,
I hope her friend sees this. In a year from now. I don't want her to see it now, because...
when you're on the phone with someone, like,
It would probably piss her off.
don't hang up angry.
Goose's mommy says you are sick.
Don't hang
I
up mad.
think we have a
I
hater.
really don't know if that's like the last time you're hearing her voice.
I think Katie's fake crying right now.
You don't know if that's
Well,
the last
I'm
thing
sorry,
you're gonna say.
Gooses,
Like,
we're
that
not
sounds so cliche, but
talking
that's, like,
about
exactly
the
what
person
happened,
who
and you
lost a
just
loved
never
one. In
know.
fact, before we
No,
even
we
started
actually
playing-
said
That's
bless
the
them,
last
we're
thing you're
praying for
saying
them.
to someone.
And she's
Exactly.
using it for
You never
attention.
would've
So
suspected
We're
this
talking
would
about
happen.
her
He was the
problematic
most
behavior of using everybody else's
methodical,
grief and struggles and tragedies. for
also,
her to-
organized.
absolutely, Hoot 3 said, I'm the sole caregiver here. She had to mention that her husband didn't work.
Mhm.
Kathy said, for F's sake, I remember why I quit watching her. Liz. She's trying to pull the heartstrings, and it is just for money, in my opinion. Why is she using her friend's tragedy to try to get sympathy? And these people who just come in here and said, we're sick. No, she's sick for doing videos when she should be at her friend's house loving on her friend. If she had
Well,
to
did you
pack
see
a bag, it ain't like she takes care of her home life anyway and cleans her house. We've all seen her damn cat food dish beside her skillet with the bacon cooking. She ain't the one that's worried about her house. She could have packed a bag and went to her friend's house, and she could be staying with her friend for 14 days. There ain't nobody at her house going to miss her for 14 days. In my opinion, allegedly.
Well, she
Did you
couldn't get
see
on
what
the-
Amy said? She said that she goes, I sure would be happy if my husband died and my best friend asked on Twitter for gift basket ideas and made a video about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's finish listening to this shit show.
Detailed, clean.
She cried harder for a flag, Marina. Exactly. The flag that the weather tore up.
Person I've ever met.
And
About
she
everything.
said, I didn't like
He was in the
him.
military. He was a former Marine.
Did you catch that? Allegedly.
Like, he loved his motorcycle, but he wasn't like this huge risk taker. He was just very cautious and
Or she didn't say she didn't like him. She said she wasn't close to him.
about almost
I bet he
everything.
hated her.
You just never know. And he was her rock, and I'm just scared now.
She's looking up trying to get a tear to come out, and it's not
Like, really,
happening because she has no feelings for anyone.
like that steady died.
You go tell her one of her videos got demonetized, she'll get a tear.
And he's like, I love this family.
She got a YouTube yellow. She's crying tears.
Then some crocodile ones too.
She is so
Just
fun.
remember that, like,
I swear, bless the Lord, I love my sweet baby Jesus. I love him.
no.
But this is, you just don't know. She keeps looking to the left and looking up. Maybe a tear will come.
Gone through this
Let me
with
wipe
my
that fake
friends. If you
tear.
have advice, 'cause I don't know what to do.
My advice would be get
I
your
ordered
ass
her a
off YouTube.
basket,
I ordered her a basket.
and I just want to go to her house and clean right now, but I can't.
She
Well,
wants
when
to, she
the
wants to go clean
basket
some. She wants to go clean up someone. I know it's not a tragedy, but my daughter called me and she wanted and needed me to be there for a birth of both of her sons. Brandon drove 2 hours in a snowstorm just to take me up there. So I absolutely like. She says that she's not there because her friend's so protective of her son. It's not like she's ever with her son on. She's on Twitter and YouTube 18 hours a day. She's got nurses all but 8 hours a day. Her husband, she tells the world he's no job 14 times a day. So she could have packed a bag, put on a mask, and went to her friend's house and just said, I'm here for you for the next 2 weeks. Her friend does not want her there. I promise you that. Or she can't take her camera with her and her YouTube setup.
I should say I'm
or
sorry.
this is all a setup for her surgery she's fixing to have.
I should say I'm sorry, Goose's mommy, if I misunderstood your.
I'm gonna get so dragged tomorrow for this video.
I am being the bigger person and apologizing if you didn't mean it the way that I took it, but right now I am in not the proper state of mind.
Who are you
So,
apologizing to?
Goose's mommy, in case we misunderstood her comment and I kind of went off.
Well, I think her comment was telling us we were shitty humans.
Yeah, well, if that's the case,
If
then I
we-
stand
It
by
might
what I
be.
said.
We don't really know
If
yet.
we read it wrong, I apologize, but I think that was someone that was saying we suck.
And that's what I'm saying. If I read it correctly, then I stick by what I said. If I misrepresented what the comment was towards, then I apologize. is what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
wouldn't want her around me either if I was going through a tragedy. At least it said, would you want her there? No. Let's listen to the last 2 minutes.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like clean out her whole house, but while there's a million people there, she won't let me come.
Look, Tyr, please come,
So
Tyr.
if you have things that you know that I can do to help this better, make it better. for
Get
her,
off
or,
YouTube.
you know,
That's my
I
advice.
can
Mhm.
ease some of this for her. Things I can organize, something that will make me feel like I'm being productive.
Who cares about how you feel? Who gives a damn if she feels like she's being productive? It's not about her, it's about her friend. She can have lip fillers, Botox in her forehead, camera crews in her house, electric surgery, but she can't give a BFF a hug. Exactly, Rosina. She won't let me come. Let my friend tell me not to come over when her husband dies.
I'm still gonna freaking do
And
it.
watch somebody stop me. That's all I gotta say. My friend left my house and got in a wreck, rolled her truck 40 foot off the highway, off the road. It threw the car seat with her son in it out of the car. Her husband called me. I heard rescue squads coming by my house. Her husband, when I got him on the phone because she was following him, he was looking for her because she got thrown out of her vehicle. Right? When he found her, she was gurgling.
Mm.
That's the death rattle. That's what they call it. I knew. I didn't tell him that. I was at the hospital before anyone, in the family room. Then in comes our other best friend. We were friends for life. Then in rolls the family. Then in comes the doctor and tells the husband and the 8-year-old daughter and the 4-year-old son she died. They couldn't. Nobody kept me from being there. I don't give a damn what they said to me. No, but I was there with the family when they found. You couldn't have kept me away from there.
Been through this, tell me.
Yeah. Well, it's like when my brother got in his car accident. When I got the call, I didn't. I was 14 years old. I drove my car without damn license. Like, no joke, I hopped in my mom's car and drove that thing without a license all the way to the damn hospital. I didn't care. Ain't nobody was gonna stop me.
That's pretty badass. That's pretty cool.
my brother, uh, he was a dum-dum for racing his freaking car, you know what I mean? Like, he was partially at fault. I say partially because the dude that was losing the race ended up sideswiping my brother and pushed his car over the center divider and into oncoming traffic, and he ran over the top of another person's car and then hit the brick wall. And my brother's still paying for the consequences of his actions. He's a quadriplegic now. But you damn best believe I got in that car and I took off and got to the hospital. I got to the hospital before anybody else got to the hospital when I got that call.
God, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I mean, he's alive, you know?
Yes. Yeah, no.
And I still have my brother. Like,
Yes.
that's, um,
You can
and
always talk to him and that kind of stuff.
there's not a day goes by that he doesn't regret what he did. I mean, he killed a lady, you know, but like he, nothing stopped me, you know, like I didn't even wake my mom up. My mom was asleep. I just grabbed the freaking keys off the hook. I hopped in that car and I took off. No license, no nothing. I just freaking went all the way to the hospital. Man, if I would have gotten pulled over, I would have gotten in big trouble. Everybody's all, how'd you get here? I was like, I drove. They're like,
You have to be a heartless police officer to, you know what I mean,
yeah. But I
do
was like, I
anything.
drove. And then my aunt leaves the hospital and goes and picks up my mom and brings her to the hospital so she could drive me home. I got grounded for like a month. I didn't care. I was there for my brother. That's all that mattered because his family lived out of town. They lived 2 hours away. And so it was me, my mom, and my aunt are the only ones here in this town where he was at. And yeah, I mean, I like for real.
I'm back,
Are you
y'all.
okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I had to use the bathroom. I had to take a break.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry about your best friend.
Yeah, I just needed a minute. Um, and you know what? She wasn't my best friend as long as she was our mutual best friend. But I heard the rescue squads, and she had just left my house, and I knew her husband was mad at her and following her home. And I actually didn't know until my best friend, who lives 20, 30 minutes from me, called and said she just got in a wreck. He is looking for her. He can't find her. The truck's upside down, the car seat. He thought his son was dead. Um, but he was fine. When I called him, he found her, and he said she's gurgling. Um, Me and her were close. She'd spent the whole weekend with me because her and her husband were fighting. But there wasn't nothing keeping me from the hospital because my best friend for my lifelong best friend since I was 18 years old had been her childhood best friend, and I knew she was going to the hospital. I was going to be there for her. I mean, I loved her too. We were all best friends, but I wasn't going to. I left my 11 and 13-year-old at home alone at night for the first time ever that night because I mean, what else was I to do? But I left my phone there with them, and I called my daddy, who lived right next door, and told him what was going on. I wasn't going to let my friend. I knew I didn't tell my friend, but I knew when he called me, and she was gurgling. I knew that she was going to. It was not good.
Yeah.
So I was going to be there for her kids, and nothing was going to keep me away from there.
Yeah.
And she's on YouTube trying to make $1 and get sympathy. It just pisses me off.
And just know.
But I'm a huge bully for showing this stuff.
I know what you mean by that sound because when I was saying my goodbyes to my grandpa, that's That's the sound he was making.
I mean, there's a name. Well, usually that's a trauma thing, but
Well,
it's called a death rattle.
I
Um,
mean, I don't know it by trauma wise, but his breathing was like super fast and gurgly.
No, I'll give you an example. This is a shot, and there's something amazing about a child's brain and children.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I told Joey. I know I told Joey I had a terrible day at work. I went in detail. We had an accident, maybe 3 weeks ago. A 18-wheeler, a log truck rear-ended a car. There was a 5-year on the back seat. When they wheeled him past us, I already had called the helicopter. I need you on standby because we know this is a head trauma. We're gonna need a helicopter. When they wheeled him past me, he was moaning, but you could hear him gurgling. No one thought this kid was gonna live. He's still alive, but his whole head was like, there was deformities. His head was not shaped like his head. And it's been weeks, and I just saw the highway patrolman a few days ago who was working that case, and finally someone told me this kid is still alive. He's got a long road ahead of him. He might never be. I don't know what his prognosis is, but his head was deformed because it got some. I mean, his skull got caved in. Well, when they wheeled him past me, he was gurgling. I said, "Oh, he's gonna die." Sad, but he's not dead. Kids' brains are mirror. It's something amazing. Some of the stuff I've
Amazing
seen.
he's still alive.
Some of the
Yeah.
stuff I've seen, like 2-year-olds drowned or get hit by cars. I've seen little babies get hit by cars, and they said there's no way this kid's gonna live. And 2 weeks later, they're walking and talking. Amazing. Yeah. I mean, there's something about a child's the ability for a little kid's brain to heal itself. I don't know.
Yeah.
But let's get off this sad shit and listen to
Yeah,
the
let's
rest of this.
Making me laugh.
We got another minute and a second
Oh, that, like,
of her trying to squeeze out a tear. Is she going to get one? One for yes, two for no. I don't think so.
I'm edgy.
She's always
I'm
edgy.
emotional. I'm just heartbroken. Like, I wasn't close to him, but she is everything.
No doubt,
to me,
she wasn't
and
close.
So when her everything is gone, I feel like
I feel like I care more about her friend than she does.
So if you know how I can
Damn.
fix that, tell me. But this week will just be kind of weird, and I just want you guys to
She
be
hasn't cried a tear yet, has she, y'all?
patient with me and
Just think about me, y'all. Think about me, y'all.
love one another, and
Think about me, y'all.
always tell your loved ones that you love them.
Bye, y'all. Oh, God.
Sorry,
Did
Miss
she
Cassandra.
find a way to make that all about her? Or what? No, I don't want to hear that nonsense. Okay, I'm back in the chat.
Miss-
Whew.
I didn't-
Yeah, Miss Cassandra, who was snoring? Who was that? It wasn't me this time. I can't be blamed.
I snorted because of all the twos. I snorted when I was laughing.
That's our
Yeah.
sweet Luna snorting.
I'm sorry.
What time you got to go into work tomorrow?
No, they thought
11.
It was a snore.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Joey telling me to get off stream.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make everybody sad. I just really appreciate you guys letting me talk.
This is what I think everyone loves about the stream, that we can come here and have fun, but we can also be supportive to each other. We're about to get off stream to a hoot 3. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all so much for the super chats. I still can't get used to that. That's so crazy to me. That wow.
I love you guys, and I really, like I said, I really do appreciate y'all letting me come on here and talk and cry, and then also for making me laugh, and hopefully I
Wait,
can
time
go.
out. We gotta make her laugh one more time. Cue the chihuahua.
Yeah.
It's the bestest ever.
Okay, sorry. He was trying to bite my toe. Oh my god, his your freaking little dog mouth is so small you wouldn't even be able to bite my toe, bro. Whoa! Get out of here, crazy! I won't hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but I will. Get out of here! I know ninjutsu, motherfucker.
I know jujitsu, motherfucker.
One more time. Just one more time. I love her laugh.
Football, bro. I swear to God, bro, you about to turn into a football, motherfucker. That's right. That's right. I like chihuahuas. Why are you doing this? We could have a good relationship. Okay, sorry. He was trying to bite my toe. Oh my god, your freaking little dog mouth is so small you wouldn't even be able to bite my toe, bro. Whoa! Get out of here, crazy! I won't hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but I will. Get out of here.
Go. Maybe. That's Joey. It might be me. I'm sorry. Okay, she's like, F this chat.
A football.
Before we go, teeth.
Why is it doing that?
Two front teeth.
Do y'all do the tooth fairy in your house?
See, I was gonna say she's gonna get a visit from the tooth fairy.
Help!
Mm-hmm.
She she don't believe,
What is going on?
but she
Wow.
asked for a special box to put her teeth in, and so
I
I
don't know
found
what's
this really
happening.
cute. And then you open it up.
Is that better?
Yeah, the
I don't
audio
know
is.
what happened. Can y'all hear me
I
still?
was like, I don't know what that was, but
Let
Can
me
y'all
see.
hear me
Hold on.
now?
Let me see if that.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's over the stream or not.
You can hear me? I don't know what happened when I unplugged my mic. I was trying to let Cash hear the chihuahua, and he didn't like that sound. Don't politico. I'm gonna make some t-shirts. I'm gonna look into T-Stream. I work tomorrow. I'm off next day. I'm gonna look
You
into
just need
that.
some artwork, and then you'll be
Legit
set.
got woken up by my apartment complex's fire alarm the other day and screamed at my legs. I'm thinking it was her. That's funny.
Who said that? I can't see.
No more fires. I would.
Rosina says my
Rosina
brain
said, "Well,
aneurysm.
my brain aneurysm just burst."
good thing I didn't have my.
I just had a
headphones in.
seizure. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love this chat. I love everyone in it. I hope y'all can hear me. I love all those smiley faces. I will definitely be back tomorrow night. It'll be a late stream because I got to work. If my phone will let me stream, I'll do a lunch stream. But it wouldn't let me yesterday. There will be a funeral for my ears tomorrow at night. I love you, Mother Dragons. I'm so glad you're back.
But the box, you open it up.
I can't hear anyone else in my chat though. Why is that? What just happened?
What's
Hold
that?
on. Let me try this.
I can hear you.
She can't hear us.
I can hear you
Oh,
now.
okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I had to mute.
What were you saying? Yeah.
I couldn't.
What, she was trying to tell a story. What were you saying about you got a little box that looks like a face and
Yeah, it's a little girl's face, and then they have one for little boys too. And you open it up, and it's got like you can put the kid's name, birth weight, and all of that. And then it's got little cutouts in the other half of the box that for all little cutouts for each little tooth, because she wanted a special box for her teeth.
that's cute.
For whose teeth?
Your
Your daughter?
My daughter.
Oh.
Sweet.
She says you're gonna lose 2 teeth.
Yeah, her 2 top front teeth are loose.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I hear him. Yeah, I hear him.
I'm not ready.
I've definitely got to fix whatever Todd did to F up my screen.
Her two
No, I
front
hear him. That was him growling, right? That was Cash growling.
No,
No, that was
Cash left the room when the fire alarm was going off.
Oh,
He was
okay.
like, F this, F the chihuahua, F the fire alarm. I'm out of here. He's probably laying on the couch. Aw, your son just lost his first tooth. That's...
Oh, I know. I'm so ready.
You want to hear
for
something creepy? I've got all my kids' teeth in my jewelry box.
Yeah,
My
remember
mom-
they fell on the floor the other day when you were talking about it? They all fell on the floor.
And
Like,
I've got one
yeah,
of my,
you actually mentioned
and I've got my old dog's. I've got one of my old dog's tooth. It's like a molar from the very back that I found on the back porch right before he died, and I put it on the I put it on the back rest of the porch, and he died like a few days later, and I'm like, I'm keeping this tooth.
I remember when I was renting a place when I was going through my divorce. So I was, living with this lady, and in the kitchen, like, right by the dining room table, she had this pile of all of her cat whiskers. Like when they lost their whiskers, she saved it. It was like a
What?
big pile of
Did
cat
they lose
whiskers.
whiskers like that?
Yeah, they come out not all the time, but they lose a
Liz, that's
whisker.
gross.
Yeah, I thought so,
Liz,
too.
it depends on how she got the penny back.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it. Okay.
Liz says, I think that's creepy, but too, Laura, but my mom literally framed a penny I ate when I was 4. I say it's only creepy. It depends on how she got that penny back.
Yeah,
Did
you know how she got it back. There's only one way.
the same way I got that penny from my son out of freaking.
This is funny. That's funny. I can't even. All right, y'all.
All right.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for being here, Luna. I'm sorry for your loss. I hope that the next few days I'll pray for comfort for you. I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, I hope it helped you to be around. I hope it helped for you to come on.
And come back tomorrow night, late at night, and we'll make fun of them some more. We'll have fun.
Sounds good.
Right.
Thank y'all.
I love my chat. I love you all. Have a good day. Take notes tomorrow on YouTube and Twitter because I'll be working. I won't be able to know what we're going to talk about. Y'all get some good stuff. All right. I love you all. Good night.
Love y'all. Good night.
Night, everybody.